Hey everybody, welcome to an episode of the KJD Show. I'm your host, KJD. Tonight I'm going to talk about the first round of the NBA playoffs. I know some people have been excited about it, some people probably don't care about it because they probably don't even know what a basketball is or just don't like the game of basketball. But I'm going to talk about how I think the first round of the playoffs is going to go. First off, we're going to start with the Western Conference. Oklahoma City got the number 1 seed. They play the number 8 seed Houston Rockets. James Harden gets a chance to have revenge against the Thunder for trading him and not paying him the money that he felt he deserved. Unfortunately, I think that the Rockets will not be able to hang with them throughout the course of the series. I think Oklahoma's going to beat them 5 games. One of those games will be close if the Thunder will win. Oklahoma might not be able to win one of those games. Might end up going 6 games with Oklahoma beating Houston. So then in the next series you have number 4 seeded Clippers against the number 5 seeded Grizzlies. I think the best case scenario for the Grizzlies is to lose in 7 games unless a key injury occurs to the Clippers. I think the Clippers are going to win that game in 6. Memphis has a very effective defense, but unfortunately they don't have the offense to keep up with a team like the Clippers, a very efficient team offensively. I don't care how good your defense is in any professional sport, college, high school, I don't care what level of sport you're playing. No matter how good your defense is, if your offense isn't that good, you can't win, especially if you can't take advantage of opportunities that your defense was able to create for you. You can only shut so many people down, and every great defense has holes in it that can be exploited. Next series you have Denver against Golden State. I think this is a series a lot of people are going to really like. I know there's a lot of Steph Curry fans out there, especially with the way he's been playing this year. Denver was 38-3 at home. They were number 3 seed. I think that the only thing that Golden State has going for them is Fareed's injuries. Kenneth Faried. He gave Golden State some trouble during the regular season. With hustle, rebounds, dirty work points. Danilo Gallinari's injury being out for the season, I think that alone will be enough for Golden State to take a game. I see Denver going to the second round in 5 games. And then the last place for the West is San Antonio against the Lakers. Alright, as everybody knows, Kobe Bryant will be out for 6 to 9 months due to a torn Achilles tendon. Alright, Manu Ginobili, we don't know what his status is yet for the playoffs. We do know that the Spurs signed Tracy McGrady a couple of nights ago. My honest opinion, I acknowledge T-Mac is washed up. That's contrary to popular opinion. But if I had to take my pick, I would take T-Mac over any backup that LA would have for Kobe. I think they just got him through insurance policy, be a bench player. Obviously they're confident in Kawhi Leonard. Danny Green, they still have Steven Jackson on the bench. They just want T-Mac for an insurance policy, increase depth at the perimeter just to buy Ginobili some time to get back. Now, I still think T-Mac is good enough to do that. I see them getting past the Lakers in 5 games as well. I think Tony Parker's on Steve Nash's whole career. Duncan's that wily veteran. Probably the greatest power forward of all time. I don't think Dwight Howard has the maturity to be able to carry a team, especially a team like the Spurs. So now I'm going to move on to the Eastern Conference. Alright, so in that series you have the number 1 seed in Miami Heat against the number 8 seed in Milwaukee. I do agree that Miami will win that series with relative ease. I think that they'll win in 5 games, mainly because the Bucks have Monte Ellis and Brandon Jennings. I don't see them being able to shut them both down over the course of the series. But I don't see both of them being effective all series either. I do think that they will have that one game where they both have a very dominant game each. At the same time, I think LeBron and Wade are going to have to carry them through this series. I don't think Bosh is going to be able to create his own offense in this series. I think everything that he does is going to have to come off of whatever LeBron and Wade do. I think Ilyasova is going to give Bosh a hard time. They have Larry Sanders, who's a huge candidate, maybe the favorite for the most improved player of the year or the defensive player of the year. They have Samuel Gallinari on the bench. They got a pretty good, a solid 3-man rotation, but I think their depth won't be enough to keep up with Miami. So that's why I'm picking Miami in 5 games. and I think that's going to be a very close game that Milwaukee's going to win at home against Miami to just narrowly avoid a sweep. In the 4 or 5, you have the Brooklyn Nets against the Chicago Bulls. Alright, I'm going to have to go out and pick Brooklyn in 7. Mitch Kimbo, he's been hustling all season. He's definitely proven that he doesn't need Derrick Rose in order to be an efficient player because of his high motor. They played very hard without Derrick Rose all season, but it's easy to play well without your best player when teams aren't strategizing for you night in and night out. When you're playing the same team every night over the course of a week or 2 weeks maybe, teams have more time to plan for you individually, so guys like Noah, Boozer, they're going to be keyed on a lot more. Not taking anything away from them, but it's just hard to maintain that level of efficiency when you don't have your best player under those circumstances. So that's why I'm picking Brooklyn in 7 games worst case scenario. Or should Derrick Rose somehow return to play, I think the Bulls will win the series. Okay, so the 3-6 series, you have the Atlanta Hawks as number 6 seed playing against the Indiana Pacers as number 3 seed. I'm going to pick Indiana in 6 games. I think not having Danny Granger around is not going to help out Indiana. Paul George has definitely made some huge strides this season, showing that he can be a number 1 guy. David West has finally learned what his strengths are, his limitations are. He understands that sometimes he has to let other guys do their thing. Roy Hibbert always comes around. I think he's a top 5 center in the NBA as well. Atlanta, I'm not sold on Josh Smith as a go-to guy. It's just my opinion. I just don't see him as a go-to guy, so I'm picking him in about 5 games, maybe 6 if they're lucky, especially because they had all those rumors about Josh Smith getting traded. Last series, you have the number 2 seeded New York Knicks against the number 7 seeded Boston Celtics. They say Pierce loves playing in New York, and we all remember the altercation that Carmelo and Kevin Garnett had during the regular season. But with Rondo being out, even though Amari Stoudemire is going to rest more than likely for this series, I gotta pick the Knicks in 6, and especially with home court. I just think it's too much for the Celtics to overcome. Even though I know in my heart of hearts I would be pulling for the Celtics if you ask me which team I would want to win that series, I honestly think the Knicks are going to win the series. So that's my predictions for the first round. If y'all want to comment or rebuttal on it, y'all go ahead and put some comments on there. Y'all take care.